Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the theme park evangelist, using my phone tonight, and I'm in my brother's room, the basement. So, as I mentioned to you guys, I would be doing YouTube videos over, the next probably couple of months or so, maybe even more than that. That would be about me working at Answers in Genesis because of the fact that I just got hired there about a month ago or so. Anyway, so the first video I want to share with you guys is going to be what are the benefits of working at Answers in Genesis? And what do I mean by that? Well, we'll get into that. Now, next week, I'm going to share with you guys what it's like to work for Answers in Genesis. But this week, we're going to talk about what are the benefits about working for Answers in Genesis. So, I found out this week, actually reading a booklet that I received that contains all the benefits. Now, I would have it open in front of me, but it would make more fun. Or it would be more fun to actually tell you. The booklet has it all there in black and white. However, though, it's not as much fun as or it's not as much fun, I should say, to show you guys what the booklet says. So therefore, I just figured I would just verbally tell you guys since I've already read the booklet, and it basically says Ark Encounter perks or Answers in Genesis employee perks or something like that, or employee perks. Yeah, I think it just says employee perks. So um, obviously you get your normal perks, which is free admission to both the Ark and the museum, or the Ark Encounter and the Creation Museum, pretty much year round. Obviously, you can't go if you're working that day. They automatically assume that most people are going to be working their 40, 50 hours a week. So they're like, yeah, just go ahead and take the time off there. Not taking into account someone like me who's full time at Meyer might have a little more flexibility because of the fact that I'm not always working at the Ark. I'm going to be working at Meyer more often, 40 hours a week the at Meyer. Sorry, I mean 40 hours a week at Meyer, and then we're looking at 16 hours a week, if that, the Ark. And I'm not even sure if I'll be necessarily even working 16 hours a week, considering that the Ark Encounter opens at 1 o'clock. Sorry, yeah, 1 o'clock on Sundays, and then it closes at 7. So that means that since it always closes at 7 days a week. That means the absolute latest that I would be getting at, since I do know already from previous times going as a guest that I would be getting out of work a little after 7. So that means I would probably be doing about 6.5 hours. I'm going to say about 6.5 hours on Sundays, and then Mondays would probably be the days that I would do at least 8. Now, this coming weekend, I can only work on the Sunday. Um, Unfortunately, I do have 3 doctor appointments, 3 on Monday. So, no, I will not be working, period, on Monday because I have all these doctor appointments. And ironically, my neurologist called me today. Well, I should say the receptionist, to schedule my neurologist appointment. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I receiving a phone call about something that's in August? I didn't mention that, but yes, my neurologist appointment's in August, and I'm thinking to myself, it's March, almost April, but still, it's only March. Like, seriously, but okay, I get it. But yeah, um, I just thought that was kind of weird. Anyway, let me get back to it. Um, you also get 50% off of food and beverage. I did have to confirm that, and yes, you do get 50% off of food and beverage. I do know a lot of this information already because my dad and my brother both work for Answers in Genesis, and they have been for a while now. My dad got hired back in November of 2019, and my brother got hired in June of 2019, and I got hired in February of 2021. Ugh. So my brother has been with the company for almost 2 years now. 2 years this summer, and then my dad will be 2 years this November. It's honestly hard to believe that I've been with them this long. Sorry, they've been with them this long. I almost said the wrong thing. And then, of course, I tried getting into the Answers in Genesis last year, but then the pandemic happened. So I tried again this year, and it happened. So this is my first year with them. Took a while, but hey, it took 2 years. It took almost until my brother hit his 2 years with Answers in Genesis for me to finally get hired. So I'm very thankful for that. Also, you get 50% off of merchandise. That includes books, pretty much any kind of merchandise you could find. I also have this miniature ark in my room. I'm very sure I still have it. It's very small. That would have been 50% off as well. Clothing, any apparel, I can get 50% off as well. Another thing that's really cool is I also get a discount on the zip lining. Now, my brother made it sound like that I don't, or that we don't at all, but it turns out I do because I was reading, and yes, it does say that I do get a discount on the zip lining. It says for myself and immediate family members. Now, the last time I checked my weight, I was 300 pounds. I know I shouldn't be sharing that on YouTube, but I just did. And unfortunately, that's just a little too heavy to go on the zip line. So I'm going to wait until I know that I'm light enough to go on the zip line. Then I'm going to try again. And hopefully, I will have built up some upper body strength. I'm sure that by that point, I will have. And then I'll say, sure, I'll go for it. Because not only do you need to be light enough to go on the zip line, you need to have a lot of upper body strength. My girlfriend at the time last summer, she went on the zip line at the Creation Museum, and she didn't really have a lot of upper body strength. Sure, she was light enough, but she had a really hard time using the zip line. And my brother was under the false impression that he didn't get a discount. Now, they might have changed the rules since last year. So they might have finally decided to add on the discount. So maybe last year they did not allow it, but this year they're like, sure, why not? So, rules change all the time. Like, I would definitely say one place I'm very thankful that there's a discount is Mzara's Buffet, which probably is going to be the main location that I'm going to be working at. Maybe not permanently, but at least temporarily. Mzara's Buffet is a restaurant right next to the Ark Encounter, and the price is very, very high. I'm not going to say how much it is for their sake, but I mean, it is for the ministry. The Answers in Genesis is a ministry, so think about it that way. Whatever money that they're getting is going towards the ministry, and it's not like they're being greedy or anything. I know some of us like to think that, and but yeah, and of course, look at all the money they lost last year. I mean, come on, they had to borrow $1 million from the government for crying out loud. But I'm very blessed and thankful that a lot of people were willing to step in and help them out and give them donations and stuff like that. Because Answers in Genesis does rely on a lot of donations to get them by, and God definitely provided for them. So very thankful for that. But yeah, that would be one place that I can definitely use my discount at would be Mzara's. And I know this for a fact because I have, because if you guys remember last November, November 30th, the day that I went to Christmas time, that was the restaurant that I ate at. And I had a free meal because it came with my ticket. And then I tried to go there again in December, if you guys remember, but the place had already closed because I was running behind that day. But that's okay because I think I did stop at McDonald's either before or after I went to the Ark Encounter that day. And of course, I have not been to the Ark Encounter as a guest since because life just been that crazy. I do want to go back again as a guest though because I want to show you guys the Truth Travelers. And I want to also do another COVID 19 update. And you guys know that things are constantly changing. So you can probably very much so bet that there have been some changes to the Ark Encounter since you were there last. So I definitely feel like if I ever get a chance to go back to the Ark Encounter as a guest, that there are definitely going to be some changes as a guest from a guest perspective. So, yeah, I'm definitely very much so looking forward to that. And let's see here. Let's another benefit that I can talk about. Oh yeah, so you get your normal Answers in Genesis benefits, but also another benefit is you get discounted admission to various places like the Cincinnati Zoo. That was something I did not get with Kings Island. Also, I did get free admission to Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay as a Kings Island employee. This time I only get half off or something like that, which is fine. I mean, can't complain too much. Excuse me. I do get into Kings Island for. So sorry. I had a lot of food tonight. I had a party pizza and a frozen macaroni, and then I decided to go and have a slice of cake too. And now I'm kind of full, and I'm just like, whew. And I've been trying to lose weight, so maybe I overdid a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I can still get into Kings Island for free, and I can also bring a guest with me. So maybe this summer TJ will come with me, and we'll go to Kings Island together because I really want to go on Orion. More than likely, I can't go on May 29th, which is the day that Kings Island opens. I might as well go ahead and say that here on YouTube because that is Memorial Day weekend, and more than likely I'll be at at Meyer that weekend, and I can't really see them saying, "Sure, David, you can have uh, the Saturday before Memorial Day off. We don't have a problem with that." Yeah, I think they're gonna have a problem with that. Now, the following Saturday, I should get the day off because of the fact that I'm going to have Memorial Day off from Meyer. Well, I get every Sunday and Monday off from Meyer, but I get paid time off from Meyer on Memorial Day, and I'll also be working at the Ark Encounter that day, so I'll get twice the pay, which is kind of nice. Now, I'm sure the Ark Encounter would be like, David, if you want, you can come work at the Ark Encounter on that Saturday. No, sometimes my body will need a chance to rest, so I'm not always going to work just because I'm off. I mean, I did say, to myself, sure, I would like to work at the Ark Encounter if I ever get the chance to have a day off. I'm sure that the manager would love to have me if um, I was ever around. I'm sure they could definitely use the help. I mean, the manager did tell me back at the hiring event that he really needs the help, so I'm sure he would take me, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to. That doesn't mean I'm always going to. I mean, it depends on money, it depends on how desperate I am, and it depends on how desperate they are. I know during the summer months they're very, very busy. I just know that from previous experiences as a guest. So, yeah, I'm sure that they would like the help, but sometimes my body just might need a break. I mean, I can't work 7 days a week all the time. Sometimes I need a day off, and hey, I would like an excuse to go to Kings Island if I get the chance. I mean, I would have loved to buy a Kings Island pass, but this will work, and this way I don't feel like I'm wasting my money. And this way, I don't buy a Kings Island pass and then I barely use it, and then I go, well, I didn't get my money's worth. Oh, well, life moves on. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, they get tickets at work.com just like Meyer does. I don't think that Answers in Genesis has a union, though, which kind of stinks because Meyer does. So, it sounds like they have some good benefits. But hey, wait till next week and then I'll tell you guys all about what it's like to work for Answers in Genesis. I'm sure I will have a lot of information to tell you. Until then, just please pray for me, guys, as I try to work both jobs and that I will stay faithful and focused on God no matter what, regardless of what job I'm working at. Pray for me as I return to Meyer finally this Saturday. Long story short, I had a 24-hour bug last Wednesday and Thursday, and Meyer said I had to stay home for a little bit, and it's just kind of stunk. And there's some things I cannot say online, but let's just put it this way. I did go get tested for COVID. I tested negative. I did get a doctor's note, clear me to work, and that's about as much as I'm gonna say to you guys on that. Otherwise, whatever I did this week, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave unsaid. But let's just put it this way: if I could say, I would, and that's about as far as I would go. Unless you know me personally outside of the internet world or whatever, I will actually tell you. Um, I there's some things I can't even share at my job at Meyer, like what I did this week, because it is very private. But it's but otherwise, yeah, this week has been very productive, and that's about as far as I'll go with that. And I'm sure that some of you, of my Christian friends on here, if you're watching this, you more than likely already know what I did this week, and we're just gonna keep it between ourselves, and that's all I ask. And I do have a reason for it, and if you want to know, you have to ask me in private, because I can't share it publicly, and I especially cannot share it online. So, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Or I should say great night, because it's actually already after 9 o'clock at night. So have a great night. Peace out.